It's tough enough as a physician to have to walk into a room and deliver bad news, but it's doubly tough to also do it when it's your dad. For reasons we don't understand, he developed kidney cancer. That's when I knew that I was going to have to take the role over of being son as opposed to being the role of a physician. Suddenly, without warning, one afternoon, he went out in the backyard and shot himself and committed suicide.
From the moment she was diagnosed as terminal, she never wanted for a pain medication.
They found that it was liver cancer, and we were just shocked, just knocked off our feet.
The day that she went in to her doctor's appointment and he gave her the diagnosis, the doctor called me and said, "Marion's coming over to your house. What she's going to tell you is that she has Lou Gehrig's disease, or ALS, and we wanted her just not to go home to an empty house, so she's coming over to your house."
For your time, for your time, for a moment you were mine.
Bleak diagnoses call for tough choices. Different paths at the end of life were chosen by my own father, Elbert Nelson, from the Mississippi Delta, Peggy Sutherland from Portland, Oregon, Marion Frederick from Ann Arbor, Michigan, and Doug Gladstone from Washington, D.C. Throughout her life, Peggy Sutherland sought her own path.
My mom wasn't traditional. We didn't have the perfect home, and she didn't bake cookies when I came home from school. She grew up outside of Philadelphia on the main line in a fairly conservative and traditional household. She went off to Mount Holyoke, and she met my father. They felt confined by the traditions and the expectations that were just more entrenched in culture in the Northeast. So they came to Oregon based on a picture of the Oregon coast. My mother loved Oregon, absolutely loved it, loved the freedom that she felt here that she hadn't felt growing up, loved independent thought and debate. My family, growing up, there were 5 of us, born in a 6.5-year span. So it was a pretty crazy household. My father's a doctor and worked a lot. So my mom was with us all the time. So my mom smoked for 40 years, and she smoked a lot. She smoked 3 packs a day, all of my adult life. There was always cigarettes. There was always, back in the 70s when people had enormous ashtrays on every coffee table, they were all full of cigarettes, and she smoked at the dinner table, and she smoked when she woke up in the morning. She'd roll over and light a cigarette, be the first thing she'd do. My mom smoked her final cigarette in the hospital on the gurney as they were taking her into the operating room to remove part of her lung. My parents were married for almost 40 years. Through my mother's first round with lung cancer, which happened in 1986. And she had a surgery and no further treatment, and they considered her cured at that point. But then my parents divorced in 1994, and that was a struggle, certainly for my mom, the first few years. After that, But part of what I think is the whole tragedy of her story is that after the first few years post-divorce, she started to really discover herself. And she started becoming involved in a bunch of activities that she had not been, and making more friends, and meeting people, and gaining some self-confidence that she had not had when she'd been married to my father. And one of the things that she said to me when she found out she was dying was, "Why does it have to end now? I'm just starting to have so much fun."